Hi everyone, it's Diana, and this is going to be a recap for week 26 and weeks 27. Okay, so it's been 2 weeks full of different things, and I'm going to start by talking about what happened in week 26. It was pretty uneventful, except that I ended up in labor and delivery because on Tuesday of that week, I started having stronger Braxton Hicks, but they were pretty consistent. Like, it got to the point where I was just cramping, and I called, after like all day of having it, I called the labor and delivery on-call doctor, and I told her what I was feeling. So she's like, come right in, because we want to make sure that you're not having any preterm labor or that you don't have a bladder infection, sure. So I went in, and they did everything. They did a stress test on the baby, and they checked my cervix, closed and long, and I mean, they didn't know why I was having those many like Braxton Hicks, I guess, so they called it false labor. So I'm like, geez, I'm getting that so early on, and I don't know. They checked my cervix several times throughout the night just to make sure that those little contractions weren't doing anything to my cervix. So yeah, if you guys could hear that, I apologize. I've been trying to do this video all day, and this is what's been going on. Jeez. Anyhow, let's move on. So yeah, that's what happened that day, and the only thing that I can find that alleviates the Braxton Hicks are drinking lots and lots and lots of fluids. According to the doctor, she said that, well, not the doctor, I think the nurse, yeah. The nurse said that when you don't keep yourself hydrated, your body releases the same medicine that's in Pitocin, and it starts contracting muscles, so therefore you start having contractions. So here you go. So I've been a good girl and drinking lots and lots of fluids. Let's see, for week 27, I had my glucose tolerance test, and let me just tell you, I posted a picture on Facebook for it, which actually reminds me, I'm gonna post my link to my Facebook account down below so you guys can add me as a friend. It's, you know, it's easier for me since I've been doing my updates every 2 weeks. It'll be easier for me to keep everyone updated on what's going on. So yeah, I actually went in on Friday and took my glucose tolerance test, and it was gross. Everyone's like, oh, it's not so bad. Mind you, it really isn't bad had it been like chilled or something. It was hot, sweet soda. And it left the worst aftertaste. Like, I have very sensitive taste buds, I guess, and I felt the tingle after. Like, it kind of left my tongue kind of numb, is the best way I can describe it. But I chugged it like a champ, and you know, I won't get my results probably till next week when I go in, because from now on I go in every 2 weeks as opposed to every 4 weeks. So that's awesome. I've reached that point where I get to see my doctor that often, and that's gonna happen 3 times, because then after the first week of June I start seeing her every week. So that's crazy. It's almost like the end is approaching, and I cannot believe it because it's going by so fast. What else? Yeah, they measured my fundal height, and apparently baby Jay is a big boy because I'm measuring 30 weeks, like fundal height, whatever. And then my doctor scheduled me for an ultrasound they do level 2 ultrasounds for everything at that place. And I mean, I like it because these people are very thorough. And I'm not complaining. I get to see baby Jay, you know, one more time. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, they were questioning the positioning of the baby. But he moves a lot, let me tell you guys. This child moves like crazy. So I wouldn't be so concerned now, and my doctor didn't seem concerned, but she was like, oh, we want to measure the baby, make sure he's not getting too big, and just check his position and all that other good stuff. So yeah, that's gonna happen on Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to that. I gotta go by myself, so it kind of sucks that I have to go by myself, but it's not a big deal. I'll bring Arturo the pictures so he can check them out and enjoy them. What else? I started my hospital bag because after that hospital scare, I realized that, you know, it's like I'm turning 28 weeks tomorrow, and I'm slowly but surely, well, not slowly, very fast. It's actually been very, very fast. I'm hitting that mark, like I'm hitting that 30-week mark, and this child is measuring larger than he's supposed to be measuring. So with everything going on, I want to just be ready and have my hospital bag ready so that if need be, we just grab it, or if I need to stay in a hospital after a visit, Arturo just can come and grab it and it's ready for him to go. I don't have to tell him where things are or anything like that. So yeah, not everything is in it. I'm still missing a few things, but just like the essential things that I will need if I have to stay in a hospital overnight, or actually we both would need, it's in there, so that's good. While I was at the hospital, they weighed me, and I weigh 170, you guys, 170. And from the beginning of my pregnancy to now, that's 24 pounds. They say that that's good. You know, it's within range, within normal range. They'd like me to not gain more than 35. My doctor said 40 pounds was like the limit, because after 40 pounds it's hard to lose the weight. So yeah, we'll see. I've been having a little bit of swelling. You can see it in my face and on my feet, but it's not all the time. Like, you'll notice my face and my feet and my hands, they kind of go down in the morning, as opposed to like in the afternoon or nighttime, I start swelling up. So yeah, and around the belly, I'm measuring 41.5 inches. So I'm pretty big, but all right, let me show you guys my belly. And if anything eventful happens next week, I'll do an update next week. But if not, I'm going to try to keep it like every 2 weeks, just because there's really not much going on. All right, let me lower this. All right, so this is my belly. Can you guys see? Okay, this is my belly with the shirt on. Big old belly. Shirt up. Alright. See that line? It's getting darker and darker every week. And my belly button, I didn't think it was going to pop out, but it's starting to look more and more like it's going to pop out. So, it's okay though. Yeah, it's so round. I honestly don't know how much more it can possibly stretch, but it's stretching, you guys. Luckily, I haven't had any stretch marks just yet, and I've been doing a lot of things for that. I'll probably do like a little update on what I'm doing to keep my skin nice and hydrated and all that other good stuff, as I'm sure you guys are doing your own thing, but I'll show you what I'm doing, if anybody wants any ideas. And, oh, I wanted to throw this in. Arturo is like the sweetest guy ever. He's constantly telling me, he's like, baby, you're the most beautiful pregnant woman I've ever seen. So for any of you guys out there that are sitting next to your wives listening to this video, That's a big pointer. Tell your wife how beautiful she is, because by this point, I'm feeling like the biggest Oompa Loompa walking ever. And having him tell me that I look good is really good, and it feels nice. Yeah, so yeah. Alright guys, talk to you later. Bye.